Have you ever looked at one of your favorite companies, the ones you use every single day, and wondered what really makes them tick? Well, behind every big brand, there's a secret blueprint. And today, we're going to decode it.
I mean, think about it for a second. We stream movies, we order rides, we search for everything under the sun. But how does all that activity, our daily habits, actually turn into billions of dollars for these companies? What's the real engine running under the hood?
So what's the secret? Well, the key that unlocks this whole thing is something called the business model. It's like the master plan, the architecture that dictates literally everything a company does to win.
So what does that actually mean? A business model is just the company's game plan for how it creates something valuable, gets it to you, the customer, and, this is the crucial part, how it captures some of that value back in the form of money. It's the core logic of the whole operation. So, here's our roadmap for today. We're going to start with that secret blueprint, then break down the value machine inside. We'll talk about why this all matters, and then I'm going to give you your own analyst toolkit so you can walk away with a totally new lens on the business world.
All right, let's dive into our first section, the value machine. See, to really get how any business works, you've got to answer two super simple questions. What are they actually selling, and how do they get paid for it?
And it all starts with the most basic question of all. What is the main thing this company is offering to the world? What are you actually buying from them?
And usually these things fall into two big buckets. On one hand, you've got products, physical stuff you can actually hold, right? Like an iPhone. And on the other hand, you have services, things you experience, like streaming a movie on Netflix or catching a ride with Uber.
Knowing what they sell is step one, but the really interesting part is following the money. How does that product or that service actually turn into cold, hard cash for the company?
And this brings us to a really cool concept called revenue streams. You see, a company almost never relies on just one way to make money. The smartest ones build multiple streams like a bunch of rivers all flowing into the same lake to keep the business healthy.
Just take a look at these giants. You might think of Google as just search, but nope. Their money comes from advertising, cloud services, selling hardware like phones, and their app store. Having all these different sources is a really powerful strategy. It makes a company way more resilient. If one stream slows down for a bit, the others can pick up the slack.
Okay, so we've got the what and the how, but now for the really important question, the why. Why should any of this actually matter to you? Because understanding this stuff isn't just for Wall Street traders or CEOs. It's a practical superpower. I'm serious. Whether you're a student, just a curious person, or maybe you dream of starting your own thing one day, being able to break down a business model gives you a huge advantage in just understanding the world.
When you get the blueprint, you can suddenly evaluate a company's stability. You can see where its future growth might come from. You can finally make real apples-to-apples comparisons with its competitors. And hey, if you invest, you can make way smarter decisions.
So, ready to try it for yourself? Let's walk through a simple but really powerful toolkit you can use to analyze pretty much any company out there, starting right now. It's just a simple four-step process. First, identify their core offerings. What do they sell? Second, break down those revenue sources. How do they get paid? Third, and this one is so important, figure out their value proposition. That's the why. Why do customers pick them? Is it cheaper, faster, cooler? And finally, fourth, evaluate its sustainability. Just ask yourself, can this thing last? Can it handle the competition? That's it. That's your toolkit. Once you start using this toolkit, something really amazing happens. Your entire perspective on the business world just shifts. You start to see past all the flashy logos and the clever marketing. You stop being just a consumer of a brand, and you become an analyst of the machine. You can actually see the hidden architecture, the blueprint that makes the whole thing work.
So you've got the tools now, you've got the framework. You have this new lens to see the world of business with so much more clarity. The only question left is, what company are you going to analyze first? Whose blueprint are you going to unlock?
Disclaimer. Educational content only. Not SEBI registered. This is not a buy/sell recommendation. Invest at your own risk.